Good morning, Weather Squad. What's happening? In today's video, we're going to be covering a severe weather event that's going to be happening tomorrow. As of the making of this video, just a more slight risk for some tornadoes, large hail, damaging winds in parts of central Oklahoma, and some of the surrounding states such as Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas, Missouri, Arkansas, states like that. Looking into what the Storm Prediction Center is currently saying, about a 2% hatched risk over the area that you see shaded in green, a hail risk of 15% or greater, so a damaging winds risk around that same area. The estimated time frame for this severe weather event tomorrow is going to be around 3 p.m. Central Standard Time to around 7 p.m. in Central Standard Time. So it's a pretty wide general frame. That is when it is expected to reach its maximum potential. To give you guys some details as to what the models are saying, here's what they're saying. Surface CAPE is around 1157 joules per kilogram, which again, relatively lower than what you'd see in a typical severe weather outbreak thing. This is not going to be a significant outbreak of any kind, but this will definitely be conducive for some lower level rotation, some moderately strong mesocyclonic type systems. The most unstable CAPE that you'll find tomorrow is going to sit around 1215 joules per kilogram. Again, a little bit higher, but still, if you're talking on that index of just a severe weather outbreak type scenario, this is falling on the relatively lower spectrum of things. The surface-based lift index is negative 8 degrees Celsius.
Still have to understand what that means.
The energy helicity index is sitting at a 2, very conducive for just severe weather events such as this, relatively weaker on the scale. And as you can see from the setup, you can just see how the dry air and the humid air, you can just see how that dry lane is perfectly centered down through Oklahoma and Texas. Again, just going to be that perfect setup with that dry air and humid air to the east. Just forming those relatively more convective layers, especially those lower levels. And currently looking at the GFS models, you can even see a patchy squall line forming around 5 to 6 p.m. tomorrow evening. Again, it will be dark around that time, so this could turn into a more dangerous situation, especially if wall clouds or tornadoes or even damaging winds were to occur. If I had to take a swipe as to how many tornadoes could possibly be happening tomorrow, say fewer than 10 tornado warnings in general, and estimated touchdowns. Again, I can't really give a specific number, but I could say possibly around 4 to 5. The tornadoes that could be happening tomorrow are not going to be extremely strong just across the board, but we could be running into more convective systems where there are higher levels of vorticity and helicity that can enhance just the general features of mesocyclonic systems forming within central Oklahoma along that dry line. Essentially, EF2 status, maybe EF3 status at max, but again, there's just not enough CAPE, there's just not enough energy in that atmosphere to essentially trigger anything like an F4 or an F5 or any sort of thing like that. In Arkansas, I was even pointing out earlier to myself that there was actually some elevated CAPE levels in Arkansas, so there is a possibility that that energy mode could even shift from Oklahoma into Arkansas, crossing that border, putting Arkansas at more of a risk, especially as those night hours progress. Otherwise, if you live anywhere east of Mississippi or just anywhere east of the Mississippi River, thunderstorms are not going to be relatively that strong. You might encounter a bit of lightning, maybe some small hail, especially if you live in that marginal risk. I kind of forgot to mention this in the video. I kind of just wanted to slip in here and just say this. Damaging winds tomorrow, excessive possibly 65, 70 miles an hour. Derecho type activity, especially with that squall line due to the formations that are going to be happening across the board in central Oklahoma and down through Texas along that dry line. Definitely straight line winds are definitely possible in excess of 55 to 60 miles per hour, possibly even exceeding that in some spots. Alright guys, so that is basically the end of this video. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out some of my other content. If you want me to explain some more details, put them down in the comment section down below and I will do my best to elaborate on any of the questions and stuff that you may have. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys got a lot out of this. Stay safe during everything that's going on and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.